I just want to do a video on first off the special election in Alabama and why I'm so dumbfounded from mostly men, but not even only men, but just people in politics and the media in general believing that abortion would be forgotten by women. It really boggles my mind to think that a woman who has to deal with women who has to deal with these rulings every day are going to forget that their rights was taken away, and the fear that they have about not only possibly getting pregnant and having a complication, but possibly losing their lives or maybe even losing their ability to have children in the future. Women have to make that calculation every day in this country. And now you toss in the IVF, ruling in Alabama, which shows what Republicans want. They want an embryo to be basically declared as a human being, to outlaw any kind of reproductive care that includes or that requires any kind of intervention by medical personnel over, it boggles my mind. I don't get how anybody logically could say that it would not be a big impact in this election. And I've been watching since the decision to strike down Roe happened, and they was putting out these polls that said that abortion wasn't the top issue in this country. And it makes me angry to think that they actually believe this. They actually believe that abortion and IVF is not the number one issue for women. And even a lot of men who love their mothers, their sisters, their children, their wives. I mean, this affects everybody, not only women, but it disproportionately affects women, because they're the ones that have to deal with the consequences with their bodies and their children's lives, or future children's lives, or not even be able to have children. I'm obviously a single man who doesn't have to worry about that. But I can see, even with my perspective, how important it would be to a woman. And I just can't wrap my head around this. I just can't wrap my head around it. And the special election in Alabama proves how important abortion rights are. Because, and not only the abortion rights, but also IVF. Because the lady that won in Alabama almost exclusively, that's what I've seen superficially. Most of her campaign was revolved around reproductive care for women and IVF. And that special election had better, it really doesn't matter because the die is cast now. But the alarm bells have to be ringing in the Republican Party up and down the ballot, because I have been saying to people that I know, my family and friends, that the polls doesn't doesn't match what's going on. And not only when it comes to abortion and all that being important, but when it comes to the support for Joe Biden. Joe Biden is raising record amounts of money. He has a record amount of money, or cash on hand, that he's got more money now than any other candidate has ever had at this point in the election. He's raising unprecedented amounts of money, and over 90% is from small donors. That stuff doesn't happen if there's not a lot of support for you as a candidate. Like Donald Trump, for instance, can't raise money, and the money he raises is being squandered by his legal bills and every other excess that he has. His super PAC is spending over $200,000 a day. He's having to cut rallies because he doesn't have the funds. So there's a lot of red flags for Republicans, and that's good for democracy because we're really in peril. And my belief is that we're going to destroy Republicans this fall. First off, they're broke. The Republican Party is broke throughout the country. Abortion and democracy is on the ballot, and they're very important. Political violence is on the ballot, and that's very important. I mean, there's just so many things that matter to the American people that's on the ballot. And regardless of things being more expensive because of shrinkflation and because of tensions and things going on over in Europe and causing gas to go up and all that kind of thing, that right there can be debated. That can be voted on. But if you lose your democracy, you aren't going to have the option to vote, for your particular issue. You're just going to have to deal with who's on the ballot or who is in power, because Trump and the Republican Party doesn't want to give up power. They know that their power is waning. They know that their ideology is unpopular, and they're doing everything they can to rig the game. That's why we have to overwhelm them. And I believe we're going to do that. But that's all I wanted to say. I'm just at a loss for words. I watched 5 Minute News, and this guy that he was interviewing said that he predicted that abortion would wane as an issue. Would dissipate as an issue, and it makes me shake my head. So, but thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Cherish your family. Have a nice evening. Thank you, and goodbye.